Freaks, it's Wednesday, May 27th, 2026. Coming up on the program today, the world's worst therapist versus a soft, effeminate gentleman. Plus, a 2-ton crimson top menace in denim bulldozes her way off a plane. Someone's got a problem with a local crack dealer. And what should we have for breakfast? Find out today on DV!
It's time for a distorted view. Test of Mick Patience.
They're taking breakfast by the hand all over the land. It's a fresh new way to start your day. Get your boogie in along and on your way. Da-da-da-doodly-yada, doodly-yada. McDonald's is taken to the highway. Take it to the street. When there's no time to eat, biscuits with bacon, egg, and cheese, or sausage with egg, or without, if you please. Doodly-yada, doodly-yada, doodly-yada. Fresh baked biscuits are delicious, made McDonald's way, filled with hot, fresh eggs, everyone grade A. Take a bacon or sausage along for the ride in a breakfast sandwich with the sizzle, with the sizzle, with the sizzle inside.
Take breakfast by the hand with a fresh biscuit sandwich, egg McMuffin, or sausage McMuffin with egg.
It's a good time. The great taste of McDonald's, taking breakfast by the hand.
It's Distorted View Daily with... You didn't actually think we were done with this, right? We're just getting started.
Taking breakfast by hand all over the land. Shooby-doo-ba-doo-doo-da-dwee-ah. Taking breakfast by the hand, McDonald's understands that you can't slow down on your way downtown. So here are 5 handy reasons to drive through or stop in. Your day begins with a steaming hot biscuit made here on the spot. Shooby-doo-doo, 3 kinds, you'll love them a lot. It's a good time for the great taste. Shooby-doo-ba-doo-wow. A egg McMuffin and sausage McMuffin with egg make 5, and that's no jive. In minutes flat, so you can skate. Shooby-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, shabba-doo-wow. Take breakfast by the hand with McDonald's 5 breakfast sandwiches. Sausage, sausage with egg, or bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits, plus 2 McMuffin sandwiches. It's a good time for the great taste, great taste, great taste of McDonald's. Taking breakfast by the shoo-ba-ba-doo-da-ba-doo-da-ba-ba hand.
Give me 5. Taking breakfast by the hand at McDonald's. We're giving you 5. 5 great ways to start your day so you can get cracking and on your way.
McDonald's 5 breakfast sandwiches, 3 kinds of biscuits, bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage or sausage with egg, plus 2 McMuffin sandwiches.
McDonald's gives you 5, and that's no jive. It's a good time for the great taste. Taking breakfast by the hand of McDonald's. Give me 5, yeah.
Margie Gaynor.
I'm up at dawn. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Got my apron on. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'm making up the dough. Doodly-o. I rolled it out, put it in a pan. Nobody makes biscuits like I can.
McDonald's fresh biscuit sandwiches. Bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage or sausage with egg.
Hot from the oven, always fresh. If I say so myself, mine are the best. It's a good time for the great taste.
Hot buttermilk biscuit sandwiches made fresh all morning.
Oh, McDonald's, we're making biscuits every morning at McDonald's for you.
There's a sizzling new sandwich waking up the whole town. It's the hottest thing going, and this is its sound. It's McDonald's sausage McMuffin
with a hot, fresh egg.
Grade A. It's the latest, it's the greatest thing to come along for breakfast
Since they first invented the
egg on the sausage, sizzling hot. We melt on the cheese.
Stop! Already I like it a lot.
Put a sizzle in your morning with a new sausage McMuffin with egg.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
A Scribe Network Media Station, WDV-FM HD1.
Call Decibel.
24/7 non-stop hits.
Thanks for listening, Caldesaville. 94.7 WDV Caldesaville.
All right, back here on WDVN after having to pay a few bills. I'm sure you know how that goes. Well, I hope your afternoon is sunny, at least in your mind. It is so wet out there. Rain showers continue throughout the day, but I'll be right here with you to get you through your drizzly workday. Coming up on WDV, we've got new music from The Equation, Third Leg Uncut, and Grandpa's Heart Condition. But first, a band we typically don't play here. Their latest single is a ballad that's found mainstream crossover success. Currently sitting pretty at number 389 on the Billboard Top 200. Here's the new one from Tainted Broth.
Take breakfast by the hand, all over the land. It's a fresh new way to start your day. She boogie in the morning on your way. McDonald's is taking to the highway, take it to the street. With a sit-down breakfast when there's no time to eat. Biscuit, bacon, egg and cheese, or sausage with or without, if you please. Fresh baked bacon, delicious, made McDonald's way, filled with hot fresh shakes. Everyone's crazy. Taste bacon or sausage along for the ride. A breakfast sandwich with the sizzle, with the sizzle, with the sizzle inside. Take breakfast by the hand with fresh biscuit sandwich, egg McMuffin or sausage McMuffin with egg. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Take breakfast by the hand. Take breakfast by hand all over the land. Take breakfast by the hand. McDonald's understands. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Take breakfast by the
It's Distorted View Daily with Tim Henson.
Marijuana is a vegetable, and yet people are enslaved to vegetables.
I think the worst thing I ever did was I drank a liter of vegetable oil.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Tim Henson back here with you for your Wednesday episode of TV. Have a great one for you. How many of you knew exactly what was going to happen when you heard the Caldesaville radio jingle start playing? You're like, oh, yeah, there's going to be a Tainted Broth McDonald's song coming up right quick. Well, you've got a Distorted View listener to blame for this one. I'm sorry I don't have their name in front of me. I think they sent this to me over the weekend. Maybe I was visiting my mom. Typically what I do now is when someone sends me something or I run across something, I'll just text myself a link. So call into the voicemail line or email me and I will give you proper credit. I'm sure other listeners would love to know who the asshole is feeding me test of patience material. By the way, isn't it crazy to think McDonald's had a whole advertising campaign launching their breakfast sandwiches, and the whole message really was, you know, you can hold your breakfast meal in your hand. That's a thing we can do now. The whole campaign is called McDonald's Taking Breakfast by the Hand. I don't know if they invented the idea of breakfast sandwiches, but they sure be acting like it. You know, the executives are like, all right, we've got to really drill this into consumers' minds, right? We got to explain to them that, yes, it's an entire breakfast meal, but in a compact sandwich form. And of course, the appeal was for busy, people on the run. They don't have time to be sitting down using forks, putting their meals on plates and stuff. This was the busy Coke-fueled 80s. No one could sit still. It was go, 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 man. I think technically the Egg McMuffin was launched in 1973, but only in a very limited area. I think one franchise was made it, created it and was selling it. And then it went nationwide in the late 70s. took a few years to catch on, and then, they expanded with all of the other, like the biscuit sandwiches and shit. That's why they had that big push in the, I think it was 1984, those commercials aired. Anyway, there's a little McDonald's breakfast sandwich history for your Wednesday. Sure, you had no idea that type of content was going to be featured on Distorted View Daily today. Now let's get into some scat porn. No, thankfully, we do not have that type of breakfast meat to share with you today. I do have something just as good, though. I've got an altercation that took place on a program called Truth Talks Live. I honestly don't know who the host of this show is. I think it's the man you're going to hear in this fight. The other main character is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. There's some other guests as well, but they're not really important, at least in regards to the brawl that took place. I think the topic at hand is men. Men stepping up, being good fathers, being gentlemen towards women, just being good guys, not incels. Not Mead skeletons out there. All right, let's hear what this is all about.
Externally, but internally, what they do carry at the nucleus of who they are is discipline and boundaries.
I guess that's like good dudes, good guys. This is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. By the way, I don't want to negatively impact your impression of Dr. Cheyenne. I want you to make up your own mind and form your own opinions on what you hear from her. But I will say this. According to Google, Cheyenne Bryant, often referred to as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. That was the first red flag. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Either she's a doctor or not. Well, she refers to herself as a doctor. It doesn't mean she's a doctor. She has, quote, self-identified as having earned a doctorate in counseling psychology. However, she does not have a license to practice therapy and has faced public scrutiny and backlash regarding the verification of her academic credentials. She could still be very accurate in what she's saying, but just, file that in the back of your mind. We may be dealing with a fraud here.
At the nucleus of who they are is discipline and boundaries.
If gentle parenting creates gentle children, sign me up. I definitely want to create more gentle adults, especially men. Hold on, everybody, especially men.
You are a gentle.
God, are you kidding? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world.
I feel like he's agreeing with her, and she insists on talking over him, and he's a little annoyed by that.
Men.
You are a gentle.
God, are you kidding? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. That's what we need in the world is more gentle men who understand.
You're very gentle, and it comes at an angle that doesn't always work for people.
Let's just stop and go back.
Maybe he was being sarcastic. Regardless, he's very annoyed with this woman right now.
I'm wrapping the show, and you're interrupting me.
Oh, that's why he's upset. See, now he's not being so soft and gentle here. Come on, be a gentleman. Tell this bitch to pipe down in a nice, encouraging way. You could be like, look, I love having you on. I love hearing everything you have to say, but shut your fucking cunt flaps up now. It's time for me to do my goddamn job. Steer this ship. We got to take a fucking commercial break, and all I hear is your cackling. Go cluck off mic, you wretched, vile hen, or something. I don't know. I think where this woman really flies off the handle is being told what to do, where he's like, be quiet, enough.
Let's just stop.
He is a little whiny there.
Because I'm wrapping the show and you're interrupting me.
First of all,
this is what we spent a whole meeting on this.
First of all, Teray,
why don't you let me wrap the show? I'm ending the show.
What is the point of interrupting me?
We're getting out of here. Like, what is the point? What is the point? It says go to host wrap-up.
When you're talking to me. Lower your fucking voice when you're talking to me.
This doesn't really sound like a therapist. Like, that's not how a therapist would handle the situation. Lower your fucking voice.
Because you're acting very, very gentle, very soft, and very feminine.
I don't know if that's how she wants him to talk or if that's how she perceives him. Like she's trying to emasculate him right now. Either way, bitch.
Gentle, very soft, and very feminine. And this is the problem. Correct. You talk to your wife like that. You don't talk to me like that. I am not your wife. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your wife, gentle. I'm not your wife, softy.
Yeah, she's being very antagonistic, calling him softy. Where's the rest of the staff on this show that can mute this cunt's mic? Also, she, along with the other guests, they're on, like, Zoom. Just disconnect her. You've got so many options to make her go away.
Don't talk to me like that. You talk to your wife like that, not me. Teray, talk to your wife like that. Do not talk to me like that. That is not how you prepare.
They always screech, like, don't you dare talk to me that way. But she's the one doing all of the insulting, right? She's the one hurling things like, you a softie, you feminine, or whatever.
That is not how you professionally approach me. Don't fucking talk to me like that.
All right.
Frank and Ariva, I apologize.
Check yourself. You don't talk to me like that.
Hold
talk
on,
to your
Doc.
wife like that.
Doc, hold on.
Shut the fuck up talking to me like that. That's what you do.
Not even saying anything now. Calm down.
That's what you do. You better tap into your gentleness and real quick.
You can tell, like, the host is texting someone. Like, someone in the organization is going to hear about this.
Are we ready?
I've been ready.
Oh,
been ready.
We're going to try take 2 on this one. Be funny if, like, the executive producer was like, actually, there was problem with the video. We're going to have to do this whole segment over again. Let's take it from the top.
Ariva, Frank, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah. You ready to wrap this up?
Oh, that is the producer talking.
Yes, as I was doing.
And then we'll speak off camera. Here we go.
And action.
We always ask, when should a parent be held responsible for their children's behavior, whether it's at school, tantrum at Walmart, whatever? Let's flip the lens. There's a difference between the parent mourning.
He is professional. He put that all aside, and and he's powering through. I like this guy.
And the one silently praying because their child pulled the trigger. To continue to see the show and support Black media, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
If this is what Black media is all about, I would totally support it. If every episode is like this, count me in. Subscribe.
You can catch us every night at 8 p.m. EST and at 11 p.m. EST. Support Black media.
Oh, I thought it said Easty. 8 p.m. Easty. Easty.
Cash Apps, True Talks Live, or on any of the links on your screen.
I don't want to be racist here, but of all ways to, like, ask for money, isn't it kind of funny that it's like you can Cash App us? Well, maybe I don't know the demographics. Maybe that, the people who watch this show, they all tend to have Cash App. I don't know. Anyway, that is Truth Talks Live or something like that. Love it. I've got some more rude individuals to share with you. Stephanie Tanner would not be amused with today's episode. Sorry. Sorry. I apologize for that obscure and awful joke, if you want to call that a joke. All right. I've got a clip here of a woman on a plane. Look, when the plane lands, people lose their goddamn minds for some reason. Their main goal, their sole focus is getting off the plane. I understand that, but standing up, is not going to make anything happen sooner. But that's what people do, even though they're told not to. They stand up and they start getting their shit out of the overhead compartments, and then they stand there, right, in the aisle and wait. That's annoying, but honestly, it's just what people do now, right? The lady in this clip is doing something a little extra, and that is standing up, getting her shit out of the overhead compartment, and then pushing her way through the crowd to the front of the plane so she can be the first person off. Passengers aren't going to stand for that type of behavior.
Why are you dismissing everybody else? I'm just asking you, excuse me.
Well, you're not excused, bitch. You can't come through. Sorry.
Why is you sitting here arguing?
Why are you so special?
Because I'm trying to get to the front.
Yeah, we're all trying to get to the front. We all paid the same goddamn money.
Okay, but I'm saying, sir, I'm just telling you, excuse me, if you move.
Cool. And the door ain't open.
I'm just saying, though, it don't matter.
It don't matter either way.
I'm trying to get up to the front.
Yeah, we all are.
Everybody is. Excuse me.
No.
She always like that? Oh, sorry, you don't know her.
No, thankfully.
So if I just move you the fuck out of my way, then I'm assaulting you.
Yeah.
So you won't move.
Why are you
I'm asking you to say excuse me.
And I'm saying no.
Okay.
I can say no. I don't have to say yes, do I?
You don't,
do I need to say yes?
Sir, I'm saying excuse me.
And I'm saying no,
and you
thank
just
you.
don't block my way.
What would happen if everyone let her through, or she pushed her way through, and then the person behind her, because now she's first in line, what if they said, excuse me, ma'am, I want to get ahead of you? Do you think she'd be accommodating? Because I sure as fuck don't.
Yeah. So if I hit you, that's assault.
And you got 30 witnesses on you, man, with the red hair. You'll get arrested, and then you will get elected.
Yeah, she does kind of stand out. She's a big lady with very unnatural red hair, and she's in all denim, which is not a great look for someone who is super large, you know?
Lifetime flight ban. You want that?
Okay, but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying, excuse me.
What you're saying is you think that you are more special than everybody else on this goddamn fucking plane.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my God, I'm more special than you now. I'm louder than you.
Excuse me.
I love that no one is letting her through, right? They're not giving in.
Like, who raised you, woman?
I'm just trying to get through.
Who raised you?
I don't understand why is it an issue?
Who raised you?
So why is
Like, everyone is going to the same place, right? We're all trying to get through the door. So, yeah, you don't get to go first.
I know your mom didn't raise you because she would have slapped you upside the head by now.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get out of it.
I love her. Like, she's just saying. Look, I'm just saying. I'm saying excuse me, and I'm just saying. I'm saying I need to get up to the front. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, we just need this lady to calm the fuck down.
Interesting.
I'm not even angry.
She's threatening to assault people to get to the front.
Saying, if you're not moving out my way,
I wonder why.
you're not moving.
Do you see all the other
No one is moving.
people? Do you see all the other people?
Sir, now you being disrespectful.
Well, no, ma'am. I was disrespectful when I was telling you your mother didn't raise you right.
My mother did raise me.
She did not, because you clearly don't know what the fuck is going on in your life.
She did raise me right, sir. Y'all done? And I'm done. I've been done. He got a moment. He need a moment. He want a viral moment. Go ahead, sir.
Let's go to the comments here. I mean, everyone has to be on the dude's side, right? Some comments include, good on everyone for not letting her cut. Some people should not be allowed to fly. Someone wrote, Spirit Airlines may be gone, but her passengers will never forget her legacy. Also, that ain't no lady. Slice McNuts wrote, if you have to poop, just say you have to poop. The other passengers will understand. Yeah, that could be. Like, that would be the one issue where I would understand where she's coming from at that point. You know, she's gotta go. It's a diarrhea down the leg situation. Finally, before we get into the news today, a lot of people mentioned that Mead posted a new, very short video. It's a get ready with me video, which is something I thought only 19-year-old girls did. Get ready with me as we go to Dunkin' and I get my caramel macchiato. Before I even leave the house, I gotta put on my makeup. Feeling cute, I'm gonna try this hat on. Oh my God. That's pretty much what's going on here.
Get ready with me, Barn Edition. Today.
All right, he's in a button-down shirt and boxer shorts. It's unsettling.
Today we're going to the barn, and I've got to put on my boots and my socks. First things...
Mead's going to go down to the burn. I wonder what's there. A horse that may or may not be dropped, if you know what I mean. I got to go down to the barn. The horse is giving me the hubba-hubbas. I'm going to let it mount me. Yeah. Can't call me an incel anymore. I'm going to be deflowered. Yeah. By the way, what fucking barn is Mead going to? He lives in a house that's in a residential neighborhood, right? It's not like he lives on a farm.
First, I put on my socks to protect my feet from blisters. These socks are made and easily attainable through Boot Barn, which is also related to the parent company Sheplers. I got these socks from Boot Barn and
a subsidiary of the Scheinhart Wig Company. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? And he's like putting on big old cowboy boots to go to the barn. Like, he's cosplaying cowboy today, I guess. Anyway, you can watch that video on your own. Some recent comments on Mead's channel is interesting. Mead, did you take down the video where you told the gays to stop appropriating looks maxing? And Mead actually replied, yes. And of course, the person who commented asked why. And Mead said, because God told me to. Didn't God also tell you to drink bleach? God is messing with your head. That same person then replied, Tim Henson is God. Yeah, that was my first thought. Not that I'm God, but obviously, maybe he realized how ridiculous his comments were when he heard them played back here on the podcast. Me laughing at him. Hey, if that's what Mead needs to make the right choices, I'm happy to be that person. I will set Mead straight. Well, you know, as straight as Mead could possibly be. Someone else then commented, well, God told me to tell you to go back to Mead Fit and Lean. So maybe you should take God's advice. One of my favorite comments was the first sign of wrinkles and gray hair, and he turns to ministry. And of course, that got under Mead's skin, his loose, wrinkly skin. Mead got defensive. He says, well, there is a period where you may look slightly older as the face catches up. You know, it's got to tighten up all that loose skin from him losing weight, right? Someone also posted, Mead also stated on the apricity that females hate me. So how can he expect to give other incels advice? Good comment. I guess if Mead knows that females hate him, maybe his advice will be just do the opposite of everything Mead does. If women hate everything about me, then I will preach to be completely different than who I am to the men I am ministering. It kind of makes sense in a roundabout way, right? Can't wait for further Mead ministry videos. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. Distorted View Daily needs you now more than ever. Support the show. Support our mission. Also, if you could email me and let me know what our mission is. Still kind of unclear on that one. Become a Sideshow member today. Every week we do exclusive programs just for paying freaks. Best of all, memberships are very inexpensive. Just go to distortedview.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. We got monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, and lifetime memberships starting at, $8.99 a month. Even less, though, when you sign up for a quarterly. You know, it gets less when you go for the longer tier option. See, this is why I don't typically say this during this little promo spiel. I'm not good at talking. Hey, instead of you guys paying me to sponsor an episode of the show, why don't you pay me money and then I will let you do this part of the podcast? You can just you can do commercials for Distorted View Daily. That would be great. Try to do better than me, though. All right, yes, go to distortedview.com. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. Yesterday's show was also a Sideshow exclusive one. So lots of great content available just for paying freaks. Again, for more information, check out distortedview.com. And remember, if you listen to DV through Spotify, instead of signing up on our website, you'll sign up in the Spotify app. Easy peasy, right? You just search for Distorted View. You'll find the link to tap onto. You sign up in Spotify. You'll get all of the exclusive shows right away. Pretty cool. Other ways to support the program. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge $5 and get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And yes, we've got some patrons checking in today. You can also sponsor an episode of DV for only $25. Just PayPal me show@distortedview.com. Cash App coming soon. Make sure to email me and let me know how you would like to sponsor the program. If you want me to talk about something, play an audio clip, dedicate the show to someone, whatever, let me know. All right, two very quick stories now. First up, yeah, we got one from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Florida. Our most fucked up state.
Wow, short and sweet today. There's no yodeling going on. I can't say I'm upset about that. Florida. I should have Mead. He owes me some jingles and stuff. He promised me he was going to do some other theme songs. He could do Florida, our most fucked up state, as a yodel. What would even be better is if he would just introduce, the Mead Skelton segment, since we talk about him so much. He could sing his own song in yodel form. I'm going to give him those options before I pursue legal action. I'm going to sue him. He owes me jingles or something. All right. Yes, we've got a story from Florida here. A Florida man was arrested after allegedly vandalizing a chiropractic. I said that real slow because I kept fucking it up early. Chiropractic. He was vandalizing a chiropractic clinic's roadside sign because he believed its licensed crack dealer message was illegal. First of all, that's hilarious. And also, so Florida. You know what's even more Florida? If he was an actual crack dealer as well. The chiropractic's side hustle. Cocaine does wonders for back pain. You won't feel a thing. Numbs it. All right, yeah, so a Florida man was arrested after allegedly vandalizing a chiropractic clinic's roadside sign because he believed its licensed crack dealer message was illegal. Benjamin Fragel, 23, was charged with felony criminal mischief following the Sunday afternoon incident outside of a chiropractic office in Palm Harbor, Florida. Fuck you if you're not from Palm Harbor. Where a marquee sign featuring rotating puns has been displayed for years alongside a nearby interstate. It's odd that he would be so upset over a joke message. My theory is that what we're dealing with is a crack addict, and it pissed him off because, he's in desperate need. He's looking for crack, and it's like this sign is taunting him. So he had to fucking take care of that, right? Investigators said Fraggle used landscaping bricks and a tree branch to smash the clinic sign, damaging letters, message boards, and interior lighting. The clinic owner said the damages exceeded $1,000. According to an arrest report, Fraggle later told deputies he believed the sign's licensed crack dealer slogan was unlawful. Police noted there were no apparent signs of intoxication or mental health issues. No, he's just a standard, everyday, run-of-the-mill Florida man. The chiropractic office has reportedly become known locally for joke-filled marquee messages intended to attract motorists' attention. Previous slogans include, "We never crack under pressure," "We won't stop until everyone is cracked up," and other chiropractic-themed puns. Gotta say, licensed crack dealer is the best one. Fraggle was booked into the county jail and held on $5,000 bond ahead of a scheduled court appearance later this week. Court and police records cited by the Smoking Gun show Fraggle has prior arrests and convictions involving trespassing, obstruction, probation violations, and battery. Prosecutors previously dropped an aggravated battery charge stemming from a 2024 domestic incident involving his father. I wonder what pun set him off. Probably took a brick to his poor father's face, you know what I mean? All right, second story we have for you. Oh my God, we've got another story from our most fucked up state. Oh no!
Florida, almost fucked up state.
I should have known. It's weird because this news story has a lot in common with the first one, but it's very different. All right. So this story involves a Florida man, of course, and crack cocaine. This story does not involve a chiropractic practice and instead involves, well,
dick and nuts.
Yes. Okay. Look, this isn't really a Florida man. It's a New Jersey man in Florida. However, I feel like Florida is a lot like the Olive Garden. When you're there, you're family. Or in Florida's case, when you're there, you're Florida man. You become Florida man. Something happens to people when they get to Florida and they just lose their goddamn mind. It may be the crack cocaine talking. I don't know. A New Jersey man is facing multiple charges after police said he was found swimming naked in a luxury Palm Beach condominium pool, and he refused repeated orders to leave the property. It was hot. Cocaine makes you hot. He's sweating, so he wants to cool off in the pool. Palm Beach police, fuck you, responded Friday night to the oceanfront condos at 2 North Breakers Row after security guards reported a nude man lingering in the pool area and ignoring requests to leave. Officers arriving at the scene identified the man as 45-year-old James E. Gervasio. Police said he was completely naked while inside the pool and repeatedly refused commands to exit the water and leave the property. Officers eventually entered the pool and physically removed him. Hot. The start of a gay porn. And then placed him under arrest. Investigators said officers later recovered a small vial containing a white rock-like substance. I mean, there are plenty of white rock-like substances, but you put it in a vial, it can only be one of a few things, and they're all illegal and will make you fly. Anyway, investigators believe that to be crack cocaine, along with a pipe containing residue commonly associated with narcotics use. A field test later indicated the substance was, in fact, crack cocaine. Police also said Gervasio had allegedly entered a private cabana on the property before going to the pool area. Security personnel told investigators he had been seen inside cabana number 29, where officers later found a backpack and wallet containing ID belonging to Gervasio. The owner of the cabana told police he wished to pursue charges. Surveillance footage reviewed by investigators allegedly showed Gervasio entering the property from the beach at around 7 p.m. before moving between the cabana and pool areas for several hours. He was booked into the Palm Beach County Jail on charges including trespassing after warning, indecent exposure, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, burglary of a conveyance, and resisting arrest without violence. That one was rather short, so I'm going to do a bonus news story today. Plus, a lot of people freak the fuck out when I don't do 3 news stories several days in a row. They need their 3 news stories. I don't want to start getting voicemails about this. All right, we got a story from Nebraska here. Police responding to reports of a shotgun blast at a convenience store. Do you think this had something to do with crack cocaine? Crack trifecta in play, possibly? Yes, police responding to reports of a shotgun blast at a convenience store sounds like the opening of countless American crime movies. Okay, enough. Just report the fucking news. But when cops in Nebraska responded to a recent such call, they found an unusual culprit. A dog. Apparently, the owner left the store without buying the dog a treat, and our furry little friend was pissed off about that. Local TV station KNOP News 2 reported that the police in the town of Scottsbluff were called out to a local store after reports of a blast involving a shotgun. Upon arrival, they found a truck with blast damage in one of its doors and a woman who had been struck in the arm by a pellet from a shotgun. Isn't that just the bullet? What's a pellet from a shotgun? She was shot by the gun. The thing that was in the gun entered her body. She was shot. I don't know why we're trying to minimize what happened here. This dog is a menace and needs to be put down immediately. Yes, it was a canine cause behind the shooting. It was revealed the blast happened as the vehicle had pulled up to the store as the dog had been moving from one side of its back seat to another. Okay, well, even though it's the dog that technically pulled the trigger, it's this stupid bitch's fault for having a gun just lying around the seat where a dog is walking and sitting. You know what I mean? Ultimately, the woman shot herself, I feel. Can't blame the dog for this one, right? All right, the dog had been moving from one side of its back seat to another. Somehow the dog had triggered the shotgun, which had a live round chambered to fire, damaging the vehicle and striking a female passerby. Oh, I thought the person who was shot was a woman in the car. No, it's just a woman minding her own business. What's really weird is they don't talk about the owner of the car at all in this news story. They don't mention the sex. They don't mention the name of the person who's ultimately responsible for the shooting. It's very peculiar. All it says here is the victim was taken to a hospital, though not seriously injured. It is illegal in Nebraska to drive with a loaded shotgun in a vehicle. I wonder if the person who was driving the truck with the dog and the gun, I wonder if it's like a cop or a friend of the cop, and they're trying to downplay this, not reveal any information. I think there's some dirtiness, some sketchiness in this story that we need to investigate. I don't like how this is worded. And I looked through multiple news stories about this, and I turned to ChatGPT and I was like, tell me more. You got to find out who this person is, who was behind the wheel of this car, and what are the charges. AI said I could not find any reporting that identifies the driver or owner. Guys, I don't know how deep this goes, but I'm sensing a massive cover-up. If I go missing, just know I did not kill myself. They came for me, and they might be coming for you. You know too much. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you freaks. Many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at distortedview on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/distortedviewshow. If you pledge $5, you get access to that special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Let's do a couple patron calls here.
Hey, Tim, it's Ricey Buddy here. I'm driving my vehicle.
What? Oh.
And I want to let you know that, that book's Joe Hook recommended the 12 points of bullshit. Instead of reading it, you smack Lord Douche in the back of the head with that motherfucking book until he passes out. That way you get 8 hours of uninterrupted bullshit.
Not a bad idea. Domestic violence is always the answer. Speaking of books, I did want to say thanks to a listener, and I'm so sorry I don't have your name in front of me. I mean, I do have it in front of me, but I can't read your fucking writing. I got rid of the package that it came in. I believe you're from Missouri. A DV listener from Missouri sent me a package, and, my first thought when I got it today was, oh, this is going to be a porno magazine. It just had that feel like it was a magazine, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what this is. We've been talking about classic porno mags and, how they're not really around that much anymore. Someone sent me some more trans porn mags. But no, this listener says, packing up my house to move, and I found this. I thought you might get a kick out of it. Been a listener since 2005, and I've been a Sideshow member since 2009, plus or minus a few years. Thanks for all the years of entertainment. And what they sent was like an old school, from 1983, a magazine called Personal Computing. And right on the back, there's an advertisement for the Commodore 64. And I got to tell you, this is right up my fucking alley. I'm such a nerd. I will go on the Internet Archive, not the Internet Archive, but archive.org and look at old computer magazines from the early 90s and, mid 80s and stuff. So, yeah, I will totally read through this magazine. The other really crazy thing about magazines from this era, they were very popular. It was an actual viable media, right? This magazine, the July 1983 Personal Computer magazine, clocks in at 336 pages. And that's not unusual for a magazine of that time. Like 150, 200 pages. If you can actually find a magazine in a store, like if you go, I think if you go to Walmart, you can still find a few magazines. The last time I went to visit my mom, I stopped at a Walmart, and I actually found the very, very small rack of magazines available. They're all gun magazines. It's all like Guns and Ammo, Ammo and Guns, Ammunition Monthly. That apparently is who is still buying magazines. Gun enthusiasts, which, I didn't really think they were heavy readers. You know what I mean? But I guess that's good. Magazines are good toilet material. And also, I bet you, I didn't pick up any of these magazines, but I bet you it's mostly pictures of guns, right? Like fold-outs of, just it's jerk-off material for gun nuts. That being said, I've got no room to talk. I will be jerking off heavily to this 1980s computer magazine later tonight.
Hello, everybody. This is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. As you all know, I am a fan of...
I gotta say, to me, there's nothing funnier than people doing Robert F. Kennedy Jr. impressions.
I am a fan of the show, and I wanted to give the freaks some health tips on how to be healthy. This is
Unicorn Hamster, right? Doing the RFK Jr. impression.
Sacred, old technique. My friends and I used to practice this technique in the Epstein Island, where we get fresh vegetables and insert them inside the rectum. No lube. You just grab like zucchinis, carrots, and just insert them in the rectum.
You need to be more specific. Whose rectum? I guess it's probably the kids, right?
And it provides nutrients coming in through the anal region, and it's very healthy for you.
I hate that I can't do a good RFK impression. I don't know. It's kind of like the Dalek woman. Do you like fresh children's piss? But it's not. It's like vaccines are killing. I can't do it. I'm gonna work on it though, because it's so fun to do that voice. All right. Thank you very much, RFK Jr. and everyone for all the voicemails. Keep them coming. That's all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@destroyedview.com. Destroyedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh God, is it? Oh God.
Lower your fucking voice when you're talking to me.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Go to distortedview.com right now and take care of that. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
My tweet violated the Twitter rules. What rules, you sons of bitches? Were those male breasts or female breasts that were removed? And I'm not taking down that tweet or acknowledging that my tweet violated the Twitter rules. Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.